Hello everyone, welcome again to our English class. I would like to remind you that you need to submit all your homework and classwork before the third week of May. Today's topic is all about finding theme in a story. Alright, so what are the objectives for today? We will define theme and identify the theme of the story. So question, what is theme in a story? Theme, this is the life lesson, the meaning, moral, or message about life or human nature that is communicated by a literary work. Literary work meaning in a story or passage. Now, so in other words, or in a simple words class, theme is what the story teaches the readers. So these are the lessons that you learn from a day-to-day life. It must be realistic and it shouldn't be unrealistic. Alright? Remember, when you write your theme, it shouldn't be just a word. It should be in a sentence form. Alright? Okay, now, how can we identify theme in a story? Step 1, you need to identify the main characters. Step 2, identify the character initial situation. So what are the things that you need to identify here? What is the characters thinking or doing at the beginning of the story? Next step, you need to identify the character's ending situation. So also you need to identify what is the characters thinking or doing at the end of the story. And step 4, you need to ask yourselves what the characters learn or how the characters change throughout the story. So these are just 4 steps in finding the theme in the story. Please remember, step 1, identify the main characters. Step 2, identify the character initial situation. Step 3, identify the character ending situation. Step 4, you ask yourself what the character learned or how the character changed throughout the story. Right? So these are just the simple steps that you need to master or you need to learn in order for you to identify or find the theme in the story. Alright, now let's have the objective number 2. We're going to identify the theme in this story or passage. Alright, I have here a passage. Tim hated his old baseball glove. He wanted to play with a new glove, but he didn't have any money. So he decided to steal it. But when Tim got caught stealing the glove, his parents said he couldn't play baseball all summer. So please remember the 4 steps that I gave to you in order for you to identify the theme in the story. So let's have step 1. The main character in the story is Tim. The character's beginning situation is that he wanted to play with a new glove, but he didn't have any money, so he decided to steal it. Step 3. The ending situation of Tim is that he was caught stealing the glove, and his parents said he couldn't play baseball all summer. So the step 4 is what did the characters learn? Alright, let's do the step 4. So which of the following is the theme of the passage? Okay, letter A, Tim wanted a new glove. Letter B, stealing is a good idea. C, if you want something, you should work for it. So which of these is the theme of this passage? Alright, yes, that's correct. Letter C. Letter C is our theme. If you want something, you should work for it. Okay, now Mr. Alvin, what are the details from the passage that help support the theme? So, what made you say that this is the theme of the story? What are the details that support that if you want something, you should work for it? What are the details here in the passage that tells us that this is the theme? Alright, so the first detail here is that Tim hated his old baseball glove. Right? Next detail is he wanted to play with a new glove, but he didn't have any money, so he decided to steal. Next detail is, but when Tim got caught stealing the glove, his parents said he couldn't play baseball all summer. So these three details help us identify the theme in this passage, which is if you want something, you should work for it. Alright? Now, that's how we are going to identify the theme in the story. Now, it's your turn to do this. I will give you a short passage and identify what is the theme in this passage. You may hit pause if you want more time in reading this passage, okay? So I will read the passage for you. King Midas wants more and more gold and is finally granted his wish. Everything he touches will turn to gold. The Midas touch, he is ecstatic as even the flowers become gold under his powerful touch. Unfortunately, when King Midas touches his daughter, she turns into a gold statue, and it is that moment he realizes that all the gold in the world does not compare to his daughter or her love. No, remember the 4 steps that you need to do in order for you to tell what is the main theme of this passage. Letter A, gold is worth more than love. Letter B, golden statues are expensive. Letter C, be careful what you wish for. What are the steps that we need to have in order for us to tell what is the main theme of the passage? Yes, very good. The first step is identifying the main character. So who is the main character in this passage? Yes, it's King Midas. Second step, what is the initial situation of King Midas? Very good. King Midas wants more and more gold and is finally granted his wish. Now, what is the ending situation of King Midas? Yes, unfortunately, when King Midas touches his daughter, she turns into a gold statue, right? So, and the fourth step is that he realizes at that moment that the gold in the world cannot compare to his daughter's love. Now, what is the main theme of this passage? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so letter C. Very good. The main theme of this passage is letter C. Be careful what you wish for. Alright? So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you learned something. And please scan this QR code for the feedback for today's lesson. Okay? So see you again next week, and please remember to submit all your homework and classwork before the 3rd week of May. So see you guys. Bye!